Wildhorse Village. We're back with another video. Today I have some exciting stuff. We're going over some updates as far as pricing and time frames go. Some more stuff has been approved by Chesterfield, so we're gonna go over that. And then I'm gonna show you some footage of what it's looking like right now to give you a sense of how construction is coming along. Currently, the only building under construction that you can see for progress is the apartment building. The rest of it has been a lot of infrastructure with the roads, the sidewalks, and preparing the individual lots for the homes and the townhomes that are gonna start accepting contracts, hopefully within the next 2 months if we're lucky. So we're talking about all of it. I'm gonna give you the full rundown, so let's get right to it. Hey, welcome back. My name is Jacob Peistrup. As always, if you're moving into Wildhorse Village or you're looking to buy a house, buy a condo anywhere else in St. Louis, send us an email or send us a quick text if you want some help. My team and I are licensed realtors. Love hearing from our clients on YouTube. That is our favorite thing in the world. So getting right to it. First, I'm gonna go over some updates and break it down based on the single family houses for sale, townhomes for sale, condos for sale, and then the townhomes for rent and the apartments eventually for rent. Because that seems to be the order of popularity based on questions we get from our clients and people commenting on the other YouTube videos. Single family homes definitely seem to be all the rage, and then followed by the townhomes for sale, the condos, and then everything for rent. And then I'm gonna show you some footage of what it looks like right now in September. The neighborhood is coming along right off the bat. McKelvey is still doing 35 single family homes, but guys, it's getting more expensive. I know I said in the last video, a lot of this is still subject to change. Originally, they were marketing things as starting in the 700s. Last video I did, I said that was looking more like $850 as a starting price. A realistic starting point right now, it seems, is gonna be $1 million for the single family homes. Now, part of that, yes, is due to inflation and materials going up in cost, but another part of that is the fact that they made some changes to what is standard, like what's already included. So I'll give you an example. Originally, they had an upgrade that would have been for a stone kind of divider wall, like a privacy wall in between the houses that you would pay extra for. Now that is standard, that is included. Every house is gonna come with that, mainly for the sake of having consistency in the neighborhood. That's one example, but really they just included more stuff into what is gonna be standard for these houses. So if you still see advertisements or marketing that says 700s or 800s, that's probably not a very up-to-date depiction of what it's gonna be. I want to elaborate because we just met with McKelvey again this week after I filmed that video. The reason McKelvey is hesitant to release numbers until just before the lots come out, they're about to release 10 lots. We don't have firm pricing because their finance department is very thorough, and once the numbers are out there, they're out there. A lot of builders do have escalation clauses. Every builder is different. McKelvey does not like to exercise that, so once the price is out there, they don't want to change it, and right now costs are all over the place. I will show you the floor plans in just 1 minute, but they're coming out with 10 of these lots out of 35, and you can pick which one you want, but there's only going to be 10, and then they're gonna close down the first phase and then release the eventual 25 at some point in the future. Unfortunately, they're not gonna be taking reservations. Like, you can't put money down right now if you want a lot, because we've had so many people ask us that. They're gonna make us wait until it officially comes out publicly with the lots. And aside from that, Angela said things are looking good. We just had lunch with her this week, so we were super excited about that. Aside from the fact they're gonna be more expensive than we originally thought, they should turn out beautiful. So it's competitive, there's a lot of interest. Like I said, 10 lots, and there's hundreds of people on McKelvey's email list. That is exactly what Angela told us. If you've already emailed us, you're all set, we got you covered because we're connected with McKelvey. But if you missed your chance, you're gonna have to wait for the remaining 25 lots to be released, and we don't know when that's gonna be. Now, I'm gonna show you the floor plans in a minute, and there's 7 to pick from. So if you don't care about that, just skip ahead. I'm gonna show you the floor plans and some footage of what Wildhorse Village is looking like and what the single family lots look like right now. So here is one example of what the exteriors are going to look like. This is the Monterey. These are the options for the front of the house. And this floor plan is one of the smaller ones. So the Monterey is about 2,500 square feet. Each floor plan has different options for the exterior. So I'm going to give you another example. This one is the Riviera, and then this one is called the San Marino. Keep in mind, these are all subject to change and same as the interior floor plans, but these are rough drafts and this should give you a pretty good idea of what to expect. So here's the first level for the Monterey, and this is one that does come with a main floor master. Some of the options at Wildhorse Village do, some of them don't, depending on what you want. One thing to know here, these are all gonna have a rear entry garage, and these homes are gonna be on 6,000 square foot lots, which is not very big. So you don't really have a big backyard. You just kind of have some small yard space in the middle because the houses are kind of shaped like a C. So you have some space in the middle, but you're not gonna have a ton of backyard space. So if you look at the site map, that street in the middle is gonna be where you go in through the garage for each house. The ones on the top are gonna be facing the pond directly in front of them, and then the ones on the bottom are gonna be facing the opposite direction, which is facing towards the library, the YMCA, and the Chesterfield Central Park. So going back to the first floor, again, this is the Monterey. Now this one I'm gonna show you is the Ventura. So this is a bigger option. So the Ventura, just for comparison, this one's 3,500 square feet in total. So it's a difference of about 1,000 square feet. You can see much bigger first floor, but notice the yard space is even smaller. It's pretty much just that little area in the middle on the outside. And here's the second floor for the Monterey again. So you can choose to have 2 bedrooms up or 1 bedroom and a loft upstairs. So you can see not a ton of space upstairs. It's on the smaller side. And here's the Ventura again. This one's the bigger one. So you can see you got a way bigger second floor. You basically have a whole other master suite plus 2 bedrooms plus a loft. So that's where you get that extra 1,000 square feet in the floor plan. And I can't confirm, but I'd be willing to guess that this is gonna be one that will be significantly above the $1 million price mark if 1 million is the starting price for this neighborhood. Going back to the Monterey, here is the lower level. Pause the video if you want to analyze it. And then right here is the Ventura again. They're both pretty similar and pretty open. The Ventura does have a bit more space and a little bit of a bigger bedroom, but you really get a lot more of that square footage on the first floor and the second floor. And as far as the townhomes for sale go by Fischer, there's still going to be 72 of these townhomes, and again, hopefully they're going to start taking contracts within the next 2 months if we're lucky. I know their time frame has been pushed back a few times. Right now they're saying fall 2022 is when they're going to start opening up and take reservations. They're going to be doing it in chunks, so it's not going to be all available at once. They're going to release them in phases. And I just talked to them. I still don't have any firm numbers on pricing. What they said to me is that it's going to be a little bit higher in price than the other Fischer townhomes in Richmond Heights. So Fischer is building like the exact same townhomes over in Richmond Heights. Those are starting at $605,000. So they said more expensive than that, but I don't know if more expensive means starting at $650, $700, $750. I really don't know what that's going to look like at Wildhorse Village. Now, the thing that's going to be tricky with the townhomes by Fischer is that they're all going to be in sets of 3. So it's 72 townhomes and they're going to be in groups of 3. The way they're going to do it really depends on how much interest they have, because it's going to be a mix of contract to build, meaning you can customize what you want, and spec houses that they build with the townhomes. In order to start construction, they need all 3 in a set to be sold. So that's part of the reason they're doing it in phases, so they can sell all 3 as a set at one time and then start construction. Now, my concern with this is that what if everyone ends up really wanting one of the end units and no one wants to buy the middle, because the middle is the one that's not going to have windows on either side. The left and the right end units will have windows on one side, but if you're in that middle unit, you just have the front and the back for windows. Now, what they said they might do, depending on how much interest they have, is that if they have 2 out of 3 sold, they might just decide to make the third one a spec home so they can start construction and then sell it later down the line. Now, the condos. Good news here, 4 out of the 5 buildings have been approved for the condos. The 4 buildings are the 4 smaller ones. They're all gonna be 16 units each. I think they look pretty identical. They're all gonna be right along the lake, so you have those lakefront views. I mean, they're gonna be luxury, you know, high-end condos, floor-to-ceiling windows, private terraces in every unit. So that is really exciting that they got those approved and they can start construction. I haven't heard much as far as the big 48 unit building goes, but the 4 smaller ones have been approved. Pricing still has not been released. They're telling us within the next 2 months, hopefully they will have pricing and floor plans available. Now with pricing, I don't know if it's gonna start in the 600s, the 700s, the millions. I couldn't tell you, but what I can say is that these are gonna be larger luxury units. So I'm not talking studios and 1-bedroom condos. I mean, these are gonna be like decent sized 3 and 4 bedroom condos. So likely higher on the price spectrum. And then you have the townhomes for rent that are also approved by Chesterfield. So we have new renderings of what that's gonna look like, updated site maps. It's really cool. So basically, the townhomes for rent, this is gonna be the terraces at Wildhorse. So don't confuse these with the Fischer townhomes, because you have townhomes for sale and then townhomes for rent. For the rental units, you're gonna have 10 different buildings for attached townhomes, anywhere from 4 units to 12 units per building. It's gonna be right next to the apartment building, and there's gonna be 70 units in total for rent. And then the apartment building, not a ton of updates I have there. I mean, that thing is going up. They're making quick progress on it. That should probably be the first completed building in Wildhorse Village. They're looking like that's gonna be finished around summer/fall of next year. So hopefully by summer 2023, the apartment building will be finished. So that is what we're looking like in September 2022. Again, if you're interested in the houses, the townhomes, or the condos, or you have questions, send us an email, send us a text. We'd love to help you with that, especially because I know details can be tough on these, especially since things change so quickly. We'd love to help you. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you take care. Have a phenomenal day. I'll catch you in the next video on the Living St. Louis channel.